This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
A tough go of it the last couple of weeks for the Kentucky baseball team as it enters Saturday having lost 6 of its last 7 games. Now just 1 game above 500 in the Southeastern Conference, 4th in the East. Kentucky looking to bounce back from Friday's 1-0 loss to Arkansas, playing a doubleheader with the Hogs. Luke Bonfield gets Arkansas on the board first with a run-scoring double in the 4th inning. The Razorbacks would plate another run to go up 2-0, and that is the score in the 7th when Dorian Hairston walks to load the bases with 2 outs. But Zach Jackson would get freshman Tristan Pompey to fly out to center field to end the game. Game 1 goes to Arkansas. Back-to-back shutouts to open the series. Razorbacks win it 2-0. So how about game 2? Arkansas going for the sweep and the series win in game number 2. Hogs leading 2-0 in the 2nd. Tristan Pompey lines one into the gap in right center. Troy Squires scores all the way from first. Pompey to third. Kentucky down just 1. Still down 1 in the 7th. 2 on, 2 out. Dorian Hairston up the middle. The force attempt at second is late. Storm Wilson scores to tie the game at 4. Next batter is Squires, and he drills one to right center field. Riley Mahan scores from second, and that's the old ball game. In the walk-off fashion, Kentucky wins the game and evens the series 5-4 the final over the Razorbacks. From the current Wildcats to a former National Player of the Year, A.J. Reed, hitting a minor slump in the Houston Astros organization. Reed currently has 3 home runs and 11 runs batted in for the AAA Fresno Grizzlies, but is only batting .208 after a slow start to the season. Reed is currently ranked as the number 2 prospect in the entire Astros organization. Well, the Chicago Cubs are the highest scoring team in all of baseball, proving that by scoring 24 runs in their first 2 games against the Cincinnati Reds. Reds manager Bryan Price says the Cubs are a good hitting team, but they should not be given too much credit. Poor pitching and failure to execute defensively certainly play a role in them being able to take advantage of other teams.
And I used to see that when I was in the American League whenever teams played New York and Boston, because they had an understanding of the strike zone. They didn't expand a lot early, and then teams pitched them as if every guy was going to hit the ball out of the ballpark. And that's just not baseball. No teams do that. You have to pitch it. The rules of the game never change. If you're going to be successful as a staff, it's going to be throwing strikes, getting ahead to where you can expand the zone and throw pitches that look like strikes that aren't and let the hitters get themselves out. But when you're behind, you don't have that luxury. And unfortunately, we've been behind way too much this year.
First round action of the NBA playoffs continuing Saturday, and we go to Indianapolis for a game 4. Paul George and the Pacers looking to even their series with Toronto. Indiana up 5 in the first. Monty Ellis right to the rack for the layup. Lead now at 7. Later in the first, Ellis this time with the assist to George. And George, the nice 2-handed flush. Pacers up 9. George now from the outside. Knocks down the 3 from straight away. Everything clicking for Indiana. Kyle Lowry trying to keep the Raptors close, stops and pops from the free throw line, but the Raptors down 14. Indiana, though, was playing really well, as I mentioned. Ty Lawson dishes off to Jan Mahinmi for the dunk down low, and the Pacers even the series at 2 games apiece, 100-83 the final.